Believe me, these past couple of months have been hell for me. People think I'm the most successful teacher in the whole world, but I've been applying for entrepreneurship and media studies in different parts of the world. I've been thinking about quitting a lot, but I simply think that that is not the answer.
Thinking out of the box is what teaching provided me with. Aye, get it fast. Come on. And close the door. Yeah, that happens sometimes. As you start teaching and some time goes by, let's say that some people start telling you, you need to have your own private lessons, try only online lessons, go home, start working behind screen, and the whole idea sounds really promising. You will have the time to do all your chores, you will have some extra time to put on yourself, if you have kids, if you want to work out. Yes, if you want to work at school or an institute from 9 to 5, or even sometimes long hours like the shifts that you have after hours, like from 4 to 9 p.m. For some English schools, I know that that's the time frame that people work. I know how tough it can be, but teaching is one of those careers that is really research-based. You gotta go to the lesson, see that lesson plan, see how it works. You gotta fail, come out again, test another lesson plan to see which one really works. And then at the end of the day, there is that moment of production, that minute of production, and you will learn how to celebrate small achievements. That's the moment that you start making a difference. If you ask me, that cannot happen behind screen. If you want to do that, you gotta start becoming a programmer. If you want to master the skill of teaching, you need to learn from the best in and out of the field. It's not gonna be possible only out of the field. Meaningful interactions. Yes, you shouldn't quit teaching because of all those meaningful interactions. I have found not my best dates, but definitely my best friends through teaching. I can still remember last year in October, like it was the second month of school year, we were trying to show off to parents, to students that we're fun, that we have a lot of great activities in hand, lesson plans, research, a lot of things were going on, and at the same time, I needed a new house because my landlord wanted me out in like 10-20 days. So I can still remember those 10-minute break times when I would open the door of the teacher's room and I would see everybody searching for a house for Sarvi. So that meant a lot. The moment when you come out of a lesson, you're searching for your car or somewhere maybe in the parking lot or the back garden to cry, and there's another teacher holding your hand telling you that everything is gonna be fine. That is the reason that you shouldn't quit teaching. Now, let's speak money. Well, teaching is one of those careers that actually pays during summer. I mean, for all those days that you escaped from school in those 10-minute break times, just for a little bit of cry in your car, you're gonna be paid in summer for like 1 or 1.5 month, depending on which school you work for and their curriculum. You will get that 1 or 1.5 month of freedom, walking on the beach and having fun, eating in the restaurants and cafes, wherever you want. And you will actually get paid during that time. So it's something to consider. And let's not forget the free lunch. I mean, we shouldn't forget about being bloated all day. If you're fine with that, then that's something to think about, right? Opportunities to think outside the box. Let's say that I have done other jobs. I've been a flight attendant for 3 years. I've been a manager for 2 years. And I really like those experiences. But through teaching, I learned how to think outside the box. I mean, all of those anticipations, thinking ahead of time, thinking about that special group and challenges of that special group, the way I have to be able to transfer all of that knowledge to this new group that is making everything harder for me. And then that, mesmerizing moments of production, all of that together, the combination of all of those things together. Okay, I'm able to do anything after this. You just don't give up anymore. You learn from your mistakes, and that's really, some of those skills that I just talked about, like for example, anticipation, thinking ahead of time, being able to manage like a crisis, being able to manage like a group of challenging customers, for example. That is something that in some jobs you only maybe learn to master one of which, but in teaching, you will learn a combination of all of them, and that makes a superhero. So that's another reason that you don't want to quit teaching, because it actually creates the most powerful person. Now, the next thing is the opportunity to grow. In any job, when we want to enter the job, they tell us to ask this question from the employer in the job interview, like, your employees, where are they? The ones that entered like 5 years ago to your company, where are they right now? What are they doing right now? What kind of promotions can I expect to get in this job? And well, teaching has got the same thing happening inside. You can become an educational consultant. You may become a supervisor in charge of taking placement tests, controlling the quality of the classes, maybe an IELTS instructor, a YouTuber like me, or there are a lot of different things that you can do that I cannot remember, and recall all of them right now. But the thing is, if you're still a teacher after 5 years, an ordinary teacher, and it's not what you want, and you wanted to do more than that, well, I think the thing that you need to change is not your career, it is your mindset. Because there are ways to grow in this business. Oh, and I forgot to mention the beautiful world of teacher training. These days, whenever I open like people's YouTube channels, because I am very interested to know what other teachers are doing, what kind of message they're delivering, I see that in many YouTubers' channels, like everybody, even those who are not teachers, are creating and making videos about why you should quit teaching. And they are sort of culturalizing this notion that, okay, if you stay a teacher, you're a loser, and if you quit teaching, you are so cool. I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety about what I'm doing with my life, and that I need to stop teaching and go for another thing, something more lucrative. Like, why didn't I become an engineer? Oh, they want IT specialists in all around the world. Now, why didn't I become an IT specialist? And I'm not saying that I don't want something more from my life, but what I want to tell you is that right now, wanting more from life and trying to achieve something more doesn't demonize or disqualify my career right now.
And believe me, these past couple of months have been hell for me. People think I'm the most successful teacher in the whole world, but I've been applying for entrepreneurship and media studies in different parts of the world. I either get the admission and not the scholarship, or I simply don't even get qualified for the admission on its own. I've been thinking about quitting a lot, but I simply think that that is not the answer.
It just means that I need to keep enjoying teaching and at the same time make some minor changes to my life's lesson plan. Believe me, you are hearing this from a teacher that once quit teaching and then after 2-3 years found out that the only way she can calm her soul and get that satisfaction of doing something with her life was to go back to teaching. Just like always, if you still haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead, push that subscribe button, push that like button, and also share the video with all of those teachers that you think are about to give up and quit. I love you. Bye-bye.